What if I told you that on DonutSMP, a stick can eventually be worth hundreds of millions of dollars? We started with one of the most worthless items in Minecraft. Our goal was to turn it into as much money as possible. The idea behind this was actually pretty simple. We would use villagers to turn sticks into emeralds. Then we'll take those emeralds and trade them for items people actually wanted to buy. And finally, we would sell those items on the market. So we started breeding, and at first it didn't look like much. Just a couple of villagers, then a few more, then suddenly they were everywhere. Baby villagers were spawning, adults were piling up, and our little breeder was quickly turning into absolute chaos. But that was exactly what we wanted. Now we had the villagers, there was just one problem. We needed somewhere to put all of them. So we started digging out the entire area for our trading hall. And now we finally had a proper villager trading hall. Building it was only half the job. Now we had to turn all of these villagers into money making machines. Started giving them their professions, checking their trades, getting everything set up. And this was probably the most important part of the entire build, because if we couldn't get the trades we needed, the whole thing was basically useless. Once everything was finally set up, we had our money printer. And now it was time to find out whether all of this work had actually been worth it. Started on our first run through the hall. At first, it didn't look that impressive. A few emeralds here, a few more there, and our inventory started filling up. Suddenly, we were getting a ridiculous amount of emeralds. But one run wasn't enough. We wanted to know exactly how far we could push this. So we emptied the entire thing out and immediately went again. This time, we knew exactly what we were doing. Flew through the trades, kept everything moving, watched the emeralds pile up again. By the time we was finished, we had a pretty ridiculous amount of emeralds. After just 2 runs, I had this. 5 full stacks of emerald blocks. Because every emerald block contains 9 emeralds, that's 2,880 emeralds. And remember, we started this entire operation with a stick. But emeralds weren't actually what we were after. This is where things get ridiculous. We'd take those emeralds and trade them with another set of villagers, XP balls. And the trade was just 1 emerald for 1 XP ball. At the price we were getting on the market, recorded this, single stack of XP balls was selling for around $300,000. And with 2,880 emeralds, we had enough for 45 stacks. So, 45 stacks times $300,000 comes out to $13.5 million. For XP bottles were our only option. We could also use those emeralds to buy empty maps, and at the price we were getting, a stack of maps was selling for around $200,000. Means those same 2,880 emeralds could become another 45 stacks of maps. 45 stacks times 2,000, that's another $9 million. But there was one problem. These numbers only mattered if we could actually sell everything. So we started listing the items on the market. 1 stack, another stack, and another. And then they started selling. Our balance just kept climbing. After breeding an entire army of villagers, digging out and building the trading hall, setting up all the trades, and doing just 2 proper runs, we ended up with 5 stacks of emerald blocks. That's 2,880 emeralds. Depending on what we traded them for, those emeralds could potentially become around $13.5 million in XP bottles in only 1 or 2 hours, or around $9 million in maps. And the crazy part, you don't have to build this again. The villagers are already here, the trades are already set up, so from now on, all we have to do is trade.